Am I the astronaut for not supporting my ex-husband and his wife after their many years of infertility? I, 30s, have 3 children with my ex-husband, Nick, 30s, aged 13, 12, and 9. We separated, later divorcing when our youngest was only 4 months old. We divorced because Nick confessed he didn't love me, and he married me because I was pregnant with our oldest. He had been unable to develop any real feelings for me and could not pretend any longer because he felt his unhappiness was growing by the day.
AKA he was cheating.
That's what I was going to say.
Because that gives I'm cheating.
Continued having children with you? No, this is playing the long game and saying he doesn't love you now so that he can be with his mistress without it looking like he was cheating later on. What a douche canoe. Maybe we'll find out that that is in fact the truth. Right now, it's the vibe. I bring this up because I believe his lack of true feelings for me has led him to seeing me as unimportant and disposable to our kids. The reason I feel like this is because of his wife and his wife Haley's 30s treatment of me. We had been divorced for a number of weeks when Nick started bringing Haley to our kids' school events. Boy, there's another clue. We met at the school play and then commented that Haley was getting ready for her role as a new mom. I thought they meant she was pregnant too, but no! They meant she would be mom to my kids. Haley wanted to hold my youngest, and Nick told me they needed some mother-son bonding time because she had not met the kids by this point. It had been weeks. They had been dating for weeks at this point. Within weeks of this, they wanted me to delegate some tasks to Haley, like school pickup and drop off or taking the oldest to dance. My kids barely knew her. They were not living together at this point, and Nick told me it was important to make space for Haley as a mom. I told him she would be a stepmom, but I am their mom. Nick's response was, at their house, Haley would be mom, and the kids could do with a mom and a dad parental unit instead of divorced parents. He said he knew Haley would be a better mom than I could ever be. Afterward, Haley would call me names whenever she saw me because I said she would be a stepmom and not mom. She said I was so insecure if I couldn't handle taking second place to her. Nick took me back to court to ask for primary/full custody and was denied.
Fuck that guy.
Even the court said FTG. I went back with proof they were trying to push me out. Nick even tried to remove me from the school contact list and put Haley on there instead of me. This was all before they got married. Nick was removed from legal decision making after that stunt, and he was told to be careful with how they approached PT conferences and doctor's appointments because they had to share all of that with me. So they did, but it came with hostility. And then when they finally got married, they booked a date that fell on my parenting time, and after back and forth, the kids were not at their wedding because I was expected to give up a week with my kids and not get it back so they could be with them for the wedding and initially after the wedding. Nick tried to bring the courts in to take custody from me, but the judge said I had been reasonable in my offers for compromise, and Nick rejected them. The kids call her Haley. This bothers Nick and Haley as they prefer me to the two of them, which they have tried to say is because of alienation, not because they put the kids in the middle when they're there to try to encourage them to call Haley mom, or when they say kids should tell me they want to spend Mother's Day with Haley and not me. Apparently, they were trying to have children together for several years. I'm not sure of her diagnosis, but Nick said she's sterile and then said infertile, but they are not able to have biological children together. Nick told me all of this via our co-parenting app and requested a month with the kids for them to go visit Haley's family in Canada. I said no. Nick pushed, and I forwarded the details of our parenting time split and the wording to say neither parent is obligated to give time up. I saw them in person last week at a show for my youngest. The kids did not hug Haley, and Nick and Haley then accused me of not being supportive of them and Haley's relationship with the kids, and that all of those years of infertility should have helped me find some compassion and understanding and make me willing to help them. I dismissed it. I don't feel like I owe them. I just want to check if people think I have behaved improperly. Legally, I am A-okay. This is not me asking for legal advice. Am I the astronaut? This poor woman!
Hear us when we yell from the rooftops. Everyone in chat, I'm sure everyone on this post, you are not the asshole. Please do not question yourself on this. This is 100% not okay that they... And also, like, there is no way you will ever convince me that this guy was not cheating on his wife with this woman.
Wait, how long have they been apart?
I don't know.
I mean, because the infertility thing has been years, but it sounded like it was all still pretty fresh. But this has just kind of been frozen in a hostile time for years.
So this has been almost a decade because they separated when the youngest was 4 months old and the youngest is now 9. So this has been going on for almost a decade.
And the kids still don't want anything to do with her.
Do not question yourself. No, because she's trying to force this crazy relationship that is not, instead of just being an amazing stepmom, getting along with their mom, the kids would have accepted you wholeheartedly had you not come in acting like you knew what was better for their kids, for her kids. You lost the moment you stepped in trying to do mother-son bonding with a baby. Like, no, Haley, you're done. Crazy.
And I think we need to reframe the world for you here real quick for UOP because right now, yeah, none of, but your ex and his bizzo wife, Wonder Woman, to your point here, they said not once did they ask about how the kids felt about things. They don't care about the kids. The kids are not human beings to them. They are playthings. She is going to play house with them. She is wanting like a surrogate child.
She wants to fulfill her dream of being a mom.
Which is psychologically damaging. And here's where I want to reframe your worldview. Right now, you are playing defense. You are like, I am doing the right thing according to the documents, blah, blah, blah. You go play defense at court when you need to. You need to play offense right now because they just told you they are trying to play house because of infertility. That is something that I believe should be usable to say, look at the damage they are doing to my children because they are just trying to use them as substitutes because she's been infertile.
And to that note, do not let this man take your children out of this country.
No, don't.
Because what the no, do not let him take the kids out of the country.
Because, okay, right now their ire is directed at you. What happens if they end up being able to pull something off where they have them for an extended period of time and the kids won't give her what she wants? Then their ire gets directed at them. Mm-hmm. This is damaging for your children right now, and you're playing defense to protect your structure with them right now. This needs to not be a shared custody. You need to have full physical custody. He probably could get some kind of supervised visitation. She's not allowed around the children. That needs to be the offense you play for right now because it is the best thing for the children.